Hello, and welcome to another edition of NorCal's Vapors Corner with me, April. I am back. I am back again. Guess who's back? April's back. So tell your friends. Anyways, I already did this, but my camera cut off, so I have to redo this. So now I have to remember what I was talking about. That is never a good thing, just so you know. Yes, I am sporting the pimp rope, just so you know. No, I was saying that I have not recorded a video for a while. One, because my budget went extremely low for a hot minute and I was having some financial issues. And then I thought I was fat, like seriously fat. So I figured I would start smoking again to lose weight. That was not my brightest idea in time. But I did talk to a friend of mine, the Mama and Mama J's Flavors. And I was telling her what was going on and what had happened, that I had started smoking again, and because I was having issues within myself. And she was totally reassuring. This is what I love about my vape friends and my vape community, is that she's sitting there going, girl, we all deal with those kinds of things. We all deal with that. You know, there's a lot of people that will slip back into smoking and they won't go back to vaping because they think that it's failed them. Or they have a cigarette and they're like, shh, don't tell anybody, you know? And it's like, okay, I'm a human being, and I made a boo-boo, okay? Really, honestly, I made a mistake. I smoked for a few months and hated every goddamn minute of it because I started stinking, I started coughing, you know, seriously, all the stuff that I had stopped doing because I was vaping started coming back, like the tightness in my chest, not being able to breathe, freaking, I was just like, holy Jesus. Like, I hadn't had an actual asthma attack the entire time I was vaping, well, past the first month, and I started having asthma attacks again, a lot, started not being able to breathe, coughing all the time, I'm just like, jeez. And then my hands started smelling like cigarettes. Those things stink. You know, and it's like vaping it's better for you, and it tastes much better than the backside of a fucking alley cat. I'm just gonna put that out there. You know, and I did lose like 10 pounds smoking, but it's like, was it really worth it? You know, and I was telling her about it, and she goes, you know, you need to share this with people. You know, because I was on the fence of, should I share this with my viewers? Should I share this with the vaping YouTube community? Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be down on me about it. And then there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh, welcome back. I'm glad you're back to vaping. You know, cool. You know, I'm still transitioning. I haven't been back to vaping for very long, but I wanted to, you know, post this and let people know what's going on. Because I literally cut myself off from the vaping community because I didn't feel right. Like, that's like the smoker that hangs out with the vapors, you know, I didn't feel right about it. Because I was dealing with my own stuff, you know. It's like, when we deal with our own stuff, we don't want to be, you know, telling everybody what's going on all the time. But that's what was going on. You know, I started smoking in for a minute, and it's like, there's people out there that go through this. You know, I've been smoking off and on since I was 10. I'm almost 38. So that's 28 years I have under my belt off and on of smoking cigarettes. And it's a hard habit to kick. It's hard because you still, like, even once you get past the actual nicotine addiction, your brain is still like, ooh, cigarettes. It smells good. It's telling you it smells good. It smells like shit. It smells like ass. You smell like a fucking ashtray. You stink. Seriously. And it's like, okay, to share or not to share, you know? And I was like, okay, well, you know, I think people should know, and damned what people think of me for it, you know? And she was like, yeah, you know, because she's like, your channel's always been pretty honest. You've always been really honest about the things that you review, about what's going on, you know? So you should continue that honesty by sharing, you know, this story with your vaping fan base and the community and stuff like that, to let people know that, you know, it does happen. You know, people go smoke a cigarette and they'll think it's no big deal, and, oh, don't tell anybody. But you know what? Sometimes we need to be accountable through honesty. Like, if I'm telling people, like, I'm talking to my phone right now in my dining area right now. But once I post it on YouTube, it's going to people that are going to watch it. 5 people, 10 people, 1 person, fucking whoever watches it. And that 1 person that might watch it, or those 5 people that might watch it, might be people trying to quit smoking and sitting there thinking that they've failed themselves because they smoked a cigarette after they'd been vaping for a few months or for 6 months or a year or whatever. And feeling those, like, oh, well, and then you get the case of the fuck it. It's like, oh, well, fine, fuck it. I might as well just go back to smoking because I can't quit anyways. Well, do away with that. Okay? Just do away with that. Because even if you go and buy a pack of cigarettes, you smoke that whole fucking pack, you get sick as a dog. You come back, you're like, okay, I'm going to go back to vaping. You go smoke a carton of cigarettes, you smoke for a month, or 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Go back to vaping. Just keep trying. It's like as long as you're not giving up, you are at least taking a step in the right direction. As long as you keep trying to quit, you keep putting the effort forth, you keep doing those things. And that's what's important, is that you're putting the effort forth to try to quit a long-term habit, especially if you've been smoking for a really long time. It's hard. It's not easy. It's like I know I've quit for like 3 years before and went right back to it. So it's a hard habit to completely just quit. And some people that haven't been smoking for that long don't understand that my lighting's being really funky. They don't quite understand that, if they haven't been smoking for that long, they don't understand why it's so hard to quit. If they've only been smoking for a couple of years, they're like, oh, well, I quit like that. Good for you. I'm glad people can quit. I know people that have smoked for 30 years and decided one day to quit smoking, and they never touched a cigarette. Like, they didn't use a vape. They didn't nothing. They just quit. And I'm like, my hat's off to you, because that is nutty shit. I would go psycho. Just saying. But I do have a couple juices that I'm going to put out today, because, it's just not a NorCal Vapors Corner without a review somewhere up on this bitch. Just saying. Yes, I did get a new hair did. I haven't seen my stylist for a hot minute, so I'm looking kind of shaggy and kind of rooty, and so look like some hillbilly white trash. It's okay. I'm just fucking kidding. No, seriously, I don't like that. It's kind of white trashy, but it's alright. I already talked to him. He'll fix it. He's an amazing person. My stylist. I love him to death. So right now we are vaping on Stars and Stripes at the moment. I did do cheesecake first, but that was the last video. I had to scrap it, so we get to start all over. And we're going to start in reverse, because this is already on my coil. All right. We are running a 0.5 ohm at 19 watts. Whopping 19 watts, okay? I'm not doing 30 watts right now, because I will die. I will die. I will die. I will die. So we're going with 19 watts. Whopping 19 watts. I know I'm fucking hardcore. Just so you know. And, 3.3 volts. And it is a 7-wrap single coil. Nothing fancy schmancy, nothing special. I'm not doing duals or anything like that, because this is a bitch to do duals anyways. I don't like this Addy. I hate it. It falls apart. My top falls off. This is the clone Mad Hatter. Don't ever get a clone Mad Hatter. Get the real one, because it has a hinge. But this is definitely good stuff. I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to be like a berries and cream type thing. I didn't look up the flavor profile. Tis, tis, tis. Shape on you. Yeah, I know. I usually have the flavor profile with me, but I do not. But on the picture, it says that there's strawberries and blueberries and whipped cream in there. So it's either like a strawberry pie or like a fruit pie kind of, but I don't know. I get the blueberry, I get the strawberry, and get the fluffy creaminess. It's something that's probably whipped cream. I can't taste the vanilla hint. That should be whipped cream. Still blow O's. One day I'll get back to doing vape tricks and all of this shit. But just not right now. I'm gonna be trying to blow dragons and making myself Nick sick and good times. Still blow O's like nobody business though. Yep. But you do get the berries and the little bit of like a creamy end note. It's not really there, but it's there. But yeah, anybody who is starting vaping, by the way, and I'm not saying this just because I have them in my hands. I actually ordered these last year, so these flavors actually keep for a minute. Another place, if you DIY or do it yourself, DIY. If you DIY your liquids, go to Mama J's Flavor Shop because her shit holds time for a long ass time, okay? Like I had stuff I mixed up last summer and I threw that shit in my tank and it is rocking. It is totally freaking rocking out with its cock out. So freaking go see her. And they got lots of flavors, but they're only concentrates. So you would have to either buy your PGVG and your nicotine from somewhere else, or you could go to somewhere like Mount Baker Vapor and get a bottle of pre-mixed, no flavor juice with your preferred PGVG ratio and your nic level, and then you add, to a different bottle. It's like 33 drops per milliliter of Mama J's flavors, and then you throw the other non-flavored juice on top of there, and you got your own shit. And that is what so I still have stuff like left to vape with, so that's like totally cool. I didn't scrap all my vape gear. I didn't, because I knew I would go back to vaping. I just had this feeling, but it was like something that my brain said I had to do. I had to go back to smoking because I thought I was fat. Seriously. I know it's a lame excuse, but that's seriously what happened. And did it like shed pounds and pounds and pounds off my fat ass? No, I lost like 10 pounds. And I was like, oh, I know I sound like a haggard old lady. Not saying I'm a spring chicken, but whatever. I did it. It's over. Let's move forward, people. See about getting this next flavor on here before my camera decides I have had enough time to talk. Y'all. Anyways. But like I was saying, I'm not going to be, this is cheesecake now, by the way. I am not going to be making like videos every single day because right now I'm not at that spot where it's affordable. I will not be doing giveaways right away. I'm not going to put a bunch of pressure on myself. I'm going to ease back into stuff. It's like I did order some juice from Vape Wild the other day. So I probably will have like 2 new juices to shoot out to you guys here and there. I'll have a juice here or there. And when I get over to Wairika, California, I will go see my buddy Thor at Norse Vapors and see what he's got going on in there and maybe buy something. But I want to try to do at some point I want to do a series on budget vaping. Because there are a lot of people out there that want to vape, but they think it's super duper expensive to get into. There are a lot of really affordable setups that are cheaper than your carton of cigarettes, cheaper than your juices, or cheaper than your pack of cigarettes, or close to 2 packs of cigarettes. And the amount of money that you do save, because I thought I was spending way more money vaping because of the amount of gear I was reviewing and all of that. Because all the stuff that I reviewed, except for towards the end where I got a few juices given to me, all the hardware, I had almost all of it had bought. I think Norse gave me a Doge 2 and a Mutant X. But everything else, like my mods and all of that, I bought with my own cash. So it kind of does feel tight on the pocket. But if you add up, like if you smoke 2 cartons of cigarettes a month and you're paying like almost $70, that's $140 a month that you're spending. If you're not reviewing and you're just vaping casually or just vaping, period, and you're only buying a setup, okay, a setup is only going to run you like $60. 20 mils of juice. It's only going to cost you $15. That's $75. You're still saving almost, no, you're saving $65 off that. So, there's some food for thought for you. Now, I really do like this cheesecake. It's Fat Kid's dream, I'm telling you. Honest from the fat kid's mouth, I am telling you. This is yummy. Okay, if you like cheesecake, you like the vape. Okay, you do get the velvety cheese, like the cream cheese flavor. And then you get the light hint of the graham cracker crust. And my taste buds are shot out from smoking, okay? And I can taste it. So imagine if you haven't smoked for a while, how much more of it you would be able to taste. Anyways, but it's very, 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 very good. I have not really found a bunch of juices at Vape Wild that I dislike. But, you know, you want to vape on a budget, try Vape Wild, try, there's a couple budget vaping things, budget vaping places that have good liquids that are close to premium. Like, they're close to what I would spend $30 on a bottle for. So, you know, it's like, if you can't afford $30 on a bottle, Vape Wild, you can get freaking like 40 mils for freaking like $20. Seriously, like, you can get a big ass bottle for freaking like $30, something like that. So it would be, you get like double the amount of juice on what you would pay for a premium. So it's like, it's kind of up to the person vaping. You know, everybody's going to have different tastes and different flavor profiles and so on. But anyways, my space on my camera is getting low again. Definitely loving the cheesecake. It's really good. It's got, just tastes like I just bit a piece of cheesecake and it's in my mouth. It's amazing. And it's got the graham cracker crust that kind of lingers behind. It's really, really good. But anyways, I do not know when I'm going to make my next video. I'm hoping it's going to be within, I'm going to say the next week. I might like check in and let you guys know how I'm doing real quick. Let you know how many cigarettes I'm down to, or if I'm like not smoking at all. Hopefully that's the goal shortly, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself about it. So we're gonna follow me through this journey, and we're going to keep in touch with my vape community, and I will let you know when I have something new to share with you. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and don't be like me and go back to smoking. Find your setup, find your liquids, and